Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. Now before we start, I have to say a massive thank you to you guys for all your input, all your comments on the 3 dilemmas I faced in the last video. Let's go through those and I'll give you a little update. So first of all, we had the windscreen issue. Now I am still struggling with that. I've got a guy coming tomorrow who's got 25 years experience fitting windscreens. He's going to give me a second opinion. And we're going to really just see if it's possible to get that screen out. I really do want to get the screen out. I've had a look, there's a few reasons, and I'll go through that in the next video. Hopefully we'll be able to progress with that because it's stopping me really getting any further with the bodywork at the moment. Second one was the stickers. I had some great suggestions from you guys on that one. I've also found a few more stickers on the car that I need to make as well, so that was super handy. And then the third one was of course your opinion on the colour of the car, and I've got to say, reading all of those comments, it's an outstanding vote to keep the car original white. So let's wait and see. Yeah, let's see what happens with this one. Now somehow I have gone on this build from doing just a quick clean-up, getting it roadworthy again, get it running and enjoying the car. Do you think I should create another Ratarossa, perhaps the Rataboxer with this one? To doing a full-on nut and bolt restoration, and that is a massive job. I've got parts here, there and everywhere. Behind you over there on the garage, this is covered in boxer parts. The body shop, boxer parts everywhere, and I have to try and remember somehow where all of this stuff goes. On a daily basis, I am just trying to think, what have I got to remember? What have I got to take with me? Where does that go? And it's a nightmare. Let me show you. Keys, check. Camera, check. Wallet, check. Watch. Oh yeah, check this out. This is my latest watch. It's from a very cool company called Stratton, and it is an absolutely stunning timepiece. Stratton is a company started from the love of classic cars, racing and watches, and let's face it, most of us car guys are quality watch lovers. I ordered this beautiful modern classic timepiece, and just look at the build quality. It's got that classic racing look and the feel of a masterpiece. When you drive a sports car, you want that experience to feel special, and Stratton certainly have captured that essence in their watches. With a watch this good looking, you'd expect the price tag to be in the thousands, but the great part is these are extremely well priced. Mine was just over $300. Oh, and did I mention they also have this stunning collection of real leather driving gloves that's going to enhance your driving experience. The best bit is though, I've hooked you guys up with a discount. Click on my link in the description below the video, enter code Ratarossa, and you're going to receive 10% off all new orders. Now talking of time, let's test these out, jump in the car and crack on with the Boxer project. With a build like this, every single part that comes off the car needs to be stripped down from an assembly level down to component level, and all of those individual parts need to be either replated, refurbished, or have some kind of work done on them. Today, that's what we're going to be focusing on. We're going to take a break from the bodywork, and we're going to start to look at all of the other parts that we have built up here. We're going to start off with the suspension. Now I've removed everything as a complete unit, but we're now going to strip it down to nut and bolt level and put it into 3 piles: plating, refurbish, or powder coating. Yeah, Look at that. As you can see, the pile for the plating shop is starting to really grow now. All of this stuff has got to be replated, but I still haven't finished because all of these suspension arms, basically, look, I've got to get all the bushings out and they're an absolute nightmare. All the stuff in the box here, things like these engine mounts, they've all got to be replated. There's bits more that I need to strip down further in there, but I've got the starter motor I've just seen. Suspension, all these arms are an absolute nightmare because they haven't been touched for, well, since 1983. All of these are solid. Things like this bar here, seized in there. It took me a day yesterday to do about a third of the suspension. Ah, yes. Success. So we're going to clean up the AC compressor here. As you can see, a little bit of surface rust there. Really some horrible, nasty, weathered stuff around here where it's just sat right on the top of the engine. One thing I need to do first though is get this badge off, and it looks like it's just pressed onto the body here. So I'm just going to very carefully take my screwdriver ease it up slightly. And there we go. Got two little lugs there. Maybe some glue or something. I don't know how that's held on. Oh, strange. Anyway, that's done. Next job is the front axles. As you can see, there is a lot of build up here of surface rust from over the years. We're going to strip that back and hopefully it's going to start to look a bit like this. This is the other side. This is nearly finished and it's then again ready for powder coating, making it look pretty. I'll give you a little sneak peek. This is the type of quality I'm looking for on the Boxer build. If not this level, actually maybe a little bit better. Okay, so that is basically done. We've got all of the old surface rust off it. Next we're going to treat it and then it is ready to be painted. Lovely. And there you go, that's 2 drive shafts completely stripped apart, cleaned up, degreased. Now on to the next level. Well worth doing it. Obviously when you're doing a crazy restoration like this, it's just the extra details. Like, there's nothing wrong with these things, it is literally making them pretty. So these are going to go off to be replated. We're going to get all the shafts repainted as well. All the new boots, little clips, re-grease it, put it all back together, and it will be like new again. So, satisfying job, hopefully, at the end of it. Next job we're trying to do is strip down this rear hub now. I've already made a start on this one. And the reason really we're doing it, actually all the bearings feel totally fine on this, but it's more just to make it pretty again. Send off some of these bits for plating. So this ring, which sits around there, that's ready to go off. It's down there. Now yesterday we tried to remove this front section with a 2-prong puller. It broke the puller. Got my 3-prong today. Hopefully that is going to be a bit more successful. We've got all the nut off here and the big washer. That should just pull off there. And then at the rear here, I need a special tool to remove this. Something that looks a bit like this one here. This 4-prong, but it's just slightly bigger. I can buy one, it's £50. We're going to have to do that. That will take this off, this will then get plated, this will get plated, all of this gets painted. So all of that, all of the hassle here, like I say, all of yesterday we tried to remove this. No joy at all. We've tried to remove that kind of the cowboy way with a screwdriver, no joy either there. So yeah, all of that just to get this painted and look pretty again. Yay! That's taken me 2 days. With the coil pack, it's a little bit of a tricky one here. It's got a yellow zinc base and then it's got a black band painted around it. So I don't know if I can actually dip this or not. I'll get some advice on it. And then we have another sticker dilemma. I need to replace that somehow. Alright, So that's stripped down. That's what's left over. Put that back on the shelf and send this off to the platers. All right, there's 4 of those off. This goes in the powder coating pile. And these go in the ever expanding plating box down there. Next, it is the steering rack. So what have we got here? Well, let's see what we can do with it. See if we can clean it up a little bit. This can go off to plating, so can that. We can put some new rubbers on the end there. Clean these up and make it look good again. Okay, so we've got it all stripped apart now. Going to replace the boots on the end, but the rest of it actually looks pretty good. Inspected the rack, there's no wear on that, and it looks like it's survived. It's all been sealed if you look in there. So what have we got here? So this is the part that attaches to the steering shaft and eventually the steering wheel. That comes up through here, and that goes on the rack here. We've got a bearing down there. Then on this side of it, we've got another bearing. Now this is an SFK bearing, so I might just see if I can replace that. Maybe one on that side as well. See if we can get those. And then we got this part here. Now this sits in there and basically just holds the rack here. That slot just sits on the bottom. And we got an O-ring there, so I'll replace that as well. And that's it really. The rest of it looks good. We'll clean up the ends here. Replace the boots like I said. Get all the little bolts and everything here. Get those all plated. Another one that's going to look good. So the next job is a fun one. We're going to be cleaning up the hub, stripping out all of this grime. Check this out. Let's get this little scraper. Watch this. Look how much is on there. So we're going to clean all that up, and it should look like this one. This is one I've just done. It's the other side. Let's make this one look the same. And there you go, one finished hub. Now, despite all of that work, it's all going to be painted or powder coated anyway. It's going to be black. There's one little bit that stays normal, and that's this little bit here where our handbrake mechanism all sits. Other than that, this whole hub is getting repainted, but it's a satisfying job. This it takes a bit of time, but the end result really is quite pleasing. So we've got one more little job to do before this is ready to go to the plating. Now if you look, that's just out of shape slightly here, isn't it? Now, I've got my little bearing removal kit. I've got these various size things here, so watch this. I've tried one of these. This one's actually not too bad. I'm just going to push that down like that. I'm going to take my hammer, we're going to make it round again. One round one. Now it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because this actually sits underneath the rubber CV boot, so but I wanted it to, you know, one of them was really sticking out, but now they can go off and be plated. Well guys, there you go. That is just a flavour of the nightmares you can have when you're trying to tackle a project like this. Things that would normally take 15 minutes end up taking 3 days. We've got a load more stuff here. This is either going off to be powder coated, vapor blast or replated, but it is going to make this project an absolute stunner by the end of it. Talking of stunners, don't forget, head on over to Stratton, check out the lovely timepieces over there and use code Ratarossa for 10% off. Until the next time guys, you can check out what I get up to on a daily basis over on my Instagram channel. Stay safe and ciao for now.